She pooped on her goddamn rug in her freaking room. Oh my God. I was like, I know you lying. What it do, y'all? Alright, so y'all see we're in Mel's room, so y'all already know it's a mommy vlog. Alright, y'all, but y'all already know what it is. Before we get into this vlog, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know every time I post. And make sure y'all follow up on Instagram at JasmineYouLove. Alright, and TikTok. Alright, this video is how I potty train my toddler, okay? So I'm going to tell y'all every step I took. Y'all, we went through some freaking trials and tribulations. Oh my God. The first thing I'm going to tell you is pack your patience. When I tell you as a mother, as a father, like you already have to have patience, but for potty training in this toddler stage, baby, them terrible twos ain't no joke, for one. For two, the potty training just takes extra patience. Alright, so I got my iPad here because I know it looks like a laptop. It's my iPad. Because I wrote down a bunch of notes because I didn't want to forget anything. So I want to make sure I have everything together. Alright, so for one, and then I have like all my little stuff that I'm going to show y'all that I use to potty train her as well. So the first thing I'm going to say is your child wants to be just like you. So when you sit on the toilet or whatever, they want to sit on the toilet too. So I made sure that I got her own toilet. So I actually got it off of Amazon. So I got the toilet off of Amazon. This is her potty. Okay? I wipe it down every night. But this is her potty. I got it pink because Mel loves pink. This comes off and then you have like a little, I actually did a unboxing for it, so I'll link that. Well, I'll put the link up here. But this is the pot. So I get, you don't have to, but I get these plastic bags. This is what they look like. They come in a roll. And when you unroll it, you just rip this part off. Like when you go to the grocery store, you're in the little fruit and vegetable section. They got the little bags, just like that. Rip them off. They come in a pack of 100. I will link this in my description below as well. But these are the little potty bags that I do use. So whenever she pees or poops in the pot, then I just literally just dump it in the toilet and then just throw the bag away and put a new bag on. So this flushes. Just like a toilet, but nothing goes away. It just makes the noise. Then it has like a little compartment right here where you can put her wipes, which I do because when she poops or pees, I wipe her butt. And then it also has toilet paper. So she sees me wipe or something like that, and then she wants to, mommy, toilet paper. So she can literally be just like you with that. So I had to get that because I just thought it was perfect. And Mel loves it. She'll go sit on her pot now. Like, I would say this whole process took about 3 to 4 weeks to like consistently get her to use the pot. She still has a few accidents. But yeah. Alright, so let's get into it. So for one, I felt like the age of 2, she's 2.5, so she'll be 3 in June. I thought 2 is a good age because she can communicate with me. She speaks up and she needs to be potty trained. So one thing I will say is you have to let your child speak for themselves. So I started this when she was about 1, when she first started talking. Like we would go to the store and somebody would say like, how old are you? And or they would ask me like, how old is she? And I would be like, Mel, how old are you? And she'd be like, I'm 2. This teaches them to speak up for themselves. So this is something that you really want to implement with your child, because when they get older, you don't want them to be quiet. You want them to speak up for themselves and learn how to talk for themselves. You want to make sure you teach them like the rights and wrongs. So make sure you teach them like when to speak and when to say excuse me or something like that. So that's kind of what we're going through now. Mel will speak up for herself. If somebody asks me a question about her, she'll answer. So she's at that stage now where she knows how to speak up for herself. So we don't have that issue at all. Mel now is to the point where she's like, Mommy, potty. And you kind of have to hear it. Mel's not very loud all the time, but when she says it, you need to hear it and listen out for those words and run and take her to the pot, because they can't hold it that much right now. But have a specific word that you say. So like, we don't say bathroom. Like, we say potty. Mommy has to go potty. You don't want them to have like a word that's too big or too long, because they're still young, they're still toddlers, they're in the stage of learning so much that they might not remember that word. So you want to make sure that you teach them a word that they can remember and something that is easy for them. So potty is her word. So Mommy, I have to go potty. She doesn't really say, Mommy, I have to pee, or Mommy, I have to poop. She says, Mommy, I have to go potty. I want her to remember that, because when we're out in public, I don't want her to be like, Mommy, I gotta poop. Like, okay. So I teach her potty. And then when we get in the bathroom, I'm like, Melly, do you have to poop? Do you have to pee? And she'll tell me like, Mommy, I got poop, or Mommy, I got pee. So I will say another thing. Peeing is easier for them to do in the pot. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. But she used to pee in the pot, and then she would have to poop, but she wouldn't go. And then her thing was, Mel will go ghost. We could be sitting there cooking or something like that, and then I look up and be like, oh my God, where's Mel? And I'm like, and I know when Mel goes ghost, most of the time, she ain't here pooping. If she's gone for a while, she ain't here pooping. She comes right in her room, under her bed, and she will poop on herself. Oh my God, it used to tick me off. But I got to the point when she did that, I would go sit her on the pot. I would put the poop in the pot so that she knows that she needs to poop in the pot. It is right. It is okay for you to poop in the pot. So I will put her on the pot. I will put the poop in the pot from her diaper or her underwear, whatever, and make her sit on the pot for 5 minutes. No iPad, no nothing. You have to sit there. It's kind of like timeout, but like, this is where you poop. This is where you pee. This is what you have to do. You need to make sure, and it takes repetition with babies, with kids. So you have to keep telling them over and over and over. Tell Mommy that you have to pee. Tell Mommy that you have to poop. Like, keep telling them that type of stuff so they will understand that. Make them feel comfortable enough to come tell you that they have to go potty. So another thing I will say, sometimes it's like early in the morning where she's like, Mommy, I gotta go potty, and I'm tired as a mug, but you gotta get up and you gotta go put them on the pot, because you have to keep that open line of communication, and you want to make sure that they know that it's okay for them to come and tell you at any time, Mommy, I have to pee or poop. I was putting her on the pot every 30 minutes. So like, literally like clockwork. Like, I would set my alarm for 30 minutes. It would go off. We would go sit on the pot. When she get up, I set it for another 30 minutes. Except for at night. I didn't do it at night. But I did sit her on the pot every 30 minutes. And she got to the point where she would be like, okay, I guess like I'm going to have to go sit on the pot. So let me just let her know when I got to go. So maybe I won't have to sit on the pot every 30 minutes. So Mel has common sense too. For a 2-year-old, she got common sense. So I did do that. I also bought her some little trainer panties. They're cute. I got her some Cocomelon ones, and then some little Minnie Mouse ones. I got them from Walmart. I want to say they came in a pack of either 6 or 8. But they have like padding in the cooch part, so it's like a little bit of padding. But like, if she freaking pees, it's gonna drip down her leg. It's not like a diaper. It's not gonna soak up everything. Like, she's still gonna feel wet, or if she poops, it's gonna feel slimy. So it will get her to the point where she needs to go sit on the pot. So that first time she put these things on, she peed and that ran down her leg, she ain't like that. So it was kind of like like, these are actually pretty good for her. So like, at first we were sitting on the pot every 30 minutes. That first week, when we kind of were introducing the potty training to her, we had the diaper on her all day, every day. And then we were like, nah, this young gotta go. The diaper gotta go, because she's too comfortable with it. She knows she gonna pee. It's not gonna feel like anything. So I got her the potty training panties, and she was starting to sit in her butt on the pot. Another thing that Mel she started doing was she wouldn't pee through the night. So during the day, all day, if she's in the house, I would put the panties on her, these panties. But if we went out, I would put the diaper on her, and at night I would put the diaper on her. So it got to the point that like all night, like even last night, she came in my room this morning, and she freaking hadn't peed yet. So I was like, as soon as she freaking came in there and I realized that she hadn't peed, went and sit her on the pot. Sit her on the pot. If you feel like she ain't peed all night, Go sit her on the pad. You know how when you wake up in the morning, you gotta pee. So put him on the pad too. Oh, I'm sorry, Gucci. So I did that. So every time Mel pees, every single time she pees in the pot, praise her. Praise them like no other. Like they just won you $1 million. Praise the hell out of them. I need you to praise them. Oh my God, like I used to be like, oh my God, Melly, I'm so proud of you. Mommy's so proud of you. And they want to make you proud. Kids want to make you proud. They want to impress you. That's what kids do. That's just how they are. So like we would literally FaceTime, Nani FaceTime, Pop FaceTime, Yaya FaceTime, Pop, everybody FaceTime, Daddy, guess what Melly just did? And everybody already knew. Like if we call you telling you that she peed or pooped in the pot, you need to praise her. They already knew. So they would do that. Like Boo would be at work, Onyx would be at work, and we would call him and be like, babe, I'd be like, Melly, tell Daddy what you just did. And she'd be like, Daddy, I pee in the pot. He'd be like, oh my God, baby, I'm so proud of you. Like, it was a whole thing. And she got to the point where she'd be like, I call Daddy, I call Nani, I call Yaya, I call Auntie. Like, it was stuff like that. Like, she would do that. And I'd be like, yes, come on, let's call him. If they don't answer, we'll call another person. It's okay. And then another thing I did was I gave her stickers. So these stickers came with the panties, which I thought was kind of cool. She had pink ones, pink little stars, tiny little stars, and then she had some little red little stars. They did come with the panties, but I'm gonna have to re-up on those. But every time she peed, every time she pooped, she would get a sticker. I would ask her, you want a red sticker or a pink sticker? And I would give her a sticker. It would stay on her hand. She would wear it all day. So I would see how many stars she would get in a day. She really, really liked that. She would even start asking for the stickers. And I still do this. Because she's not fully potty trained yet, but she's getting there. So, also, in the early stages, find like an incentive. Like, so in the early stages, when Mel pooped, the first time Mel pooped in the pot, we got this thing where we go to Nothing Bundt Cake. I don't know if you ever where you are, but it's called Nothing Bundt Cake. I'm going to put it on the screen. Y'all, cakes are bomb as shit. So, like, we get a red velvet cake, and we would dog that junk. So, every time she pooped in the pot, I would get her a Nothing Bundt Cake. Because she didn't do it a whole lot, so it wasn't like I was getting one every day. She didn't do it a whole lot, but when she did it, I would get her one. And it got to the point she kept doing it, and she'd be like, Mommy, cake? I'd be like, yeah, I'll get you a cake. Like, it got to the point we had to bake our own cake. Our own little red velvet cake, because I was buying so many cakes. So it was like, all right, cool. Find an incentive, something that they really, really like, and that will kind of encourage them to do it more. She messed up her clothes the first week, and then she started doing really good. She went through her underwear, her pants, her little leggings, socks, slippers, all that. It would drip all the way down. Like, it was stuff like that. Y'all, she pooped on her goddamn rug in her freaking room. Oh my God. I was like, I know you lying. Y'all, I thought I was going to lose my shit, but I didn't. Y'all got to make sure y'all go look at the TikTok. And it's a short as well. But make sure y'all look at that. I'm going to probably post it next. But oh my God, y'all, I was through. Another thing is everyone has to be consistent. Everybody has to be on the same page. So like whoever's in the household, mom, dad, grandma, everybody, make sure everybody's on the same page. Make sure they know what words to listen for. Make sure that they know like when they wake up in the morning, like Daddy knows when she wakes up in the morning, if I'm not up or something like that, get up and put her on the pot. So he does do that. Make sure that he praises her. He knows that. Make sure that she gets a sticker after. Like, it's just repetition. It's consistency. Once a kid is used to something, they can change a little bit for certain people, but usually they want to keep that thing going. So, yeah. But make sure you stay patient with them because they'll get it. Like, they'll get it, y'all. You just got to be consistent. I always tell Melly, like, Melly, you a big girl. And she stays saying that. Like, she always says that. So just make sure that you're consistent. Make sure you stand patient, y'all, because it is a tough, rocky road. That first week, she went through so many underwear and freaking leggings and socks and stuff. It was ridiculous. Then, like, I had sat her on the pot and she had peed. I'm going to tell y'all about the poop story real quick and then I'm going to end this. I had sat her on the pot. She peed. I was like, Melly, you got to poop? She like, no. Girl, she came here. I ain't put no diaper on her yet because I was cleaning up the pee in there. Girl, she came in here and fucking shitted on her rug. Oh my God. I was like, you ain't just do that. You ain't just do that. It ain't no way you just did that. I'm like, maybe it was the dogs. But the way that her face was looking was like, oh no, she just did that. She's embarrassed. I was so mad. I didn't pop her, but I was like, Mel, that's not what you do. You go sit on the pad. Now, she sat on the pad for 10 minutes because she shit on her floor and had to clean that shit up. Me and Onyx was in here cracking up, but we couldn't show her that we was laughing. We had to show her we was serious and really like reprimand her. But we was in here cracking up like, yo, she just shitted on the floor. Whoa, like, oh my God. And it was wet shit. It wasn't no solid shit. It was a wet shit, y'all. That was it for me. I was like, all right, fuck the potty training. I'm over it. But it was like, no, you gotta stay consistent. You gotta keep doing it. So we did it, and she got it now for the most part. Like, she's doing really good. One problem I will say, though, is like when we're in the car, she be like, Mommy, I gotta go potty. And it's kind of like nowhere for her to go. So before you leave the house, make sure you sit them on the pad. Make sure they try to do something. Even if they sit on the pad for 10 minutes. That's another thing. Sometimes you'll be sitting on the pad for 10 minutes. Give them their iPad, give them their tablet, whatever. Give them something to kind of occupy them. But they'll end up going probably. If they sit there for 10 minutes and they don't go, they probably really don't have to go. So don't like yell at them. Don't pop them or anything like that. Just come back in like 10 minutes if it's been a while from them using the potty. But y'all, this is pretty much it. These were really all of my tips and tricks to really like potty train my toddler, because she's pretty potty trained now. She don't have accidents anymore. And like the only time she'll really have an accident is maybe at night. And we working on the night part. Just don't give them a lot of liquids before... I want to say like an hour before bedtime. So like give them their dinner, let them drink their juice or whatever for dinner, and then put them in the tub, sit them on the potty, do their whole night routine. Mine usually takes like 40 minutes to an hour, and sit them on the pad before they go to sleep. Usually in the morning they will not do anything. So I will see y'all in the next vlog. Bye y'all.